Welcome once again to Breakthrough with Jeff. And for those that have been following my conversation on Switch TV this morning, I'm sorry for the interruption. We are back. I thought let's continue this conversation. If you're on Switch TV, just know that on Monday we are following on Full Circle with Kali in the morning. So please don't miss that one. But I thought let's have this conversation on the enoughness, the confession of I am, and how powerful those words are. It's a phrase that is like it's the most powerful phrase on the English language, because anything you put after I am, you put a limitation, you put a sort of a ceiling on what is possible for you, because you can never create beyond who you believe you are. In fact, I am is the name of God. I am that. So whatever you say, I am that, you create. It's a creative force of the universe. I am that. And so anything you say, I am weak, I am this, I am strong, I am poor, I am rich, you are making a declaration on what you are capable of creating. And God is creating through you, and God doesn't choose for you. It's you to choose what is it that you want to create on this planet. So it's more so, it's a spiritual thing, it's an energy thing, it's the part of you that has that ability to create. And this is why we are so powerful, is because at any moment you can create what you want. At any moment you can change the direction of your life, and you can decide how your future is going to be. The past does not decide who you're going to be in your future. You decide. No matter what kind of past you've had, you can declare and decide, I am something else different. I am that. Now, in all the I amness, because you can say, I am strong, I am peace, I am love, I am joy, I am enlightenment, I am a walk, I am this. All that is good. But I see the summary of it all is when you believe that no matter what you've gone through, you are complete and you are enough. Because most of us are defined by the story of our past, what we've gone through, and say, okay, I am poor. Just because you were born in a poor environment doesn't make you poor. I am weak, I am this. And we passionately proclaim the story that the world has defined us as. And until you get to that place where you realize, in spite of all that I've been through, I am enough. In spite of all that I've been through, I am complete. And my wounds don't define me. You know, my scars don't define me. In any case, you know, those scars are there as pointers of your strength. They don't define you. They can define your strength, how strong you are, because you went through it. But don't allow anything to define you, because that power is in your hands, who you are. And in a subtle way, people don't know that how powerful that declaration, especially the inner conversation that you have about yourself, how powerful that is to your destiny. And you're creating this day, you're creating this week, you're creating this month, you're creating this year, you're creating this life with your confession of who you are. So anything you put, watch out for anything you say after I am. Even when you are sick, don't make the declaration. Don't append your signature upon something that is opposed to the destiny that you want to create. Because there is energetic power, creative power that comes with that name of God. I am is the name of God, and is in all of us. There's none of us that has less God than the other. And God doesn't choose for you. You choose what you want. You make your request with your I am. I am is your request. You're making your request. I am this, I am that. You go through an experience and you decide this is who you are. You make the request. And the more I am, the conversation of your I am would determine the vibration of what you get at the end of the day and what you are capable of creating as a possibility in your life. You can never create something you believe you are not. We don't get what we want, we get who we are. We don't get what we want, we get who we are. And who we are is defined by your constant, the most frequent confession of I am. Whatever you put after I am, you are creating an identity of the person you are. And you're attracting anything that is in that vibration of your I am. You are attracting and pulling it to you, to your destiny, and shaping a life in alignment with the profession of your I am. And so now the power is in your hands. God has given you the free will. You can decide at any moment to change the direction of your life by changing whatever you place after I am. I cannot I am for you. I cannot make that confession for you. No matter how good I am, no matter how nice I want to be, I can't do that for my kids. I can't do that for anyone. This is you to decide for yourself. You can be surrounded by all great people. Unless you make that breakthrough of the awareness of living from that place of making a decision about who you are and how the rest of your life would, turn out, nothing will change. And so I am this, I am that, I am strong, I am that. You're making a vibrational frequency and attracting a kind of destiny that is aligned to your profession of I am. Now, one of the biggest, boldest, strongest vibrational frequency is I am enough. Okay, so when you reach to that place where you believe, you live in the awareness of your completeness, of your enoughness, that nothing defines you. It doesn't matter what you went through. That is just a story. And you can create a new story anytime you come to that space of believing that you are enough, that what you went through was not strong enough to define you. You are enough. That people living you don't define you. You are enough. You don't need to follow anyone that wants to go. You are enough. You don't need to call people and woo them and bribe them to be with you. You are enough. And watch this. Each and every one of our pain is connected to the inability to believe that we are enough. The person that is addicted to smoking, the person that is addicted to people pleasing, the person that is addicted to anything, name it, pursuit of money for the sake of pursuit of money, is because they don't believe they're enough. That's why we are addicted to the variety of relationships. You will never have it enough. One woman is not enough. One man is not enough. This amount of money is never enough. I mean, in fact, we make the confession is never enough. Is never enough. And we are locking ourselves to a powerless place of never arriving to that place of abundance, of really true creation. Because you're always in pursuit. You're always searching because it's never enough. Have you ever been, you're given, whatever is given is like is being fed to a hollow place. Bring it. And every time, the more you have, it's like, look at even our politicians, our leaders, not just our leaders, our political leaders, they are a representation of us. So it tells you of, the collection of the human consciousness, the humanity. And so they never have enough. Pay them a billion, they want more. They just push bills to have more. It's never enough. That's what we tell ourselves. Let me tell you, it's never enough because you are not enough. And until you get to a place where you believe that you're enough, it will never be enough. You'll be a slave of money. You'll be a slave of relationship. You'll be a slave of moving from one relationship to another. Nothing will ever satisfy you until you reach to that place where you believe that you are enough. Nothing will satisfy you. And so you live your life, and life is too short to be lived running around for things to fill up the hollow, empty place of feeling you are not enough. Smoking will not help you. Doesn't matter what you smoke, it will not help you. Doesn't matter how high it gets you in a moment. You just feel like you're in that place of, ooh, where you're on the cloud. You will come down and realize you're not enough, and it doesn't fulfill you until you step in your power. You don't need anything. You don't need a high for you to get to that place of feeling enough. It's a decision. Decisions equals destiny. You decide, I'm not feeling this vacuum with education. Some of us are going from one degree to another, masters, you have 2 PhDs, you're still not enough. Some of us, we are doing this for people, to do this and that for your father, to please people, because you feel you're not enough. Where did this come from? By the way, it's all of us. Our programming comes from our childhood, where a child does something and then, no, not enough. And then you go to school, the teacher is telling you, you're not enough. You're not like him. Why don't you do your text like Jeff? Why is your handwriting like this? Can't look at your neighbor, look at your friend. And every time you're like, okay, something is wrong with me. I'm not enough. And then you go to a relationship competition. The one you're eyeing goes with your friend. Oh my God, I'm not enough. And then, they have this better than you, better car, better that. Come out of that rat race. Because it doesn't end. You compete with these guys in this area, you move to another area, you realize, oh my God, you're the last in that pond. And so you have to up your game. All the time you're racing and running, you will never, even if you win and you're the president of this country, you will require another country and another one and another one. And guess what? Another one for you to, and you will never, even having the whole world, you have lost your soul. What do you gain to have the whole world at the cost of your soul? Your soul is everything. You get to that place of the pursuit of my soul, the pursuit of self-awareness and that inner power, because we've given away our power. And I'm not judging anyone. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging myself. I have the capacity and, the authority, even the audacity to do that. I'm coming from a place of the awareness that all of us as humanity, we have this need to feel enough, to feel appreciated and loved by people around us. And until the point you love yourself and appreciate yourself unconditionally, you are still on the race. It's an empty race. There's no reward at the end. It's really a race you want to stop on the highway and turn inside, turn within, and find that appreciation that you are enough. Write it on the mirror, I am enough. Write it on your computer as a screensaver, on your phone, I am enough. Because when you believe that you are enough, everything else finds its place. I train coaches, I train life coaches, I help people to become practitioners of coaching excellence. And one of the biggest questions that I get asked by coaches who are practicing and starting to practice is, how do I feel? How do I deal with the imposter syndrome? How do I come to a place where I feel I deserve to actually help this person? How do I feel I am enough? This is like the biggest, most requested, answer to that question. How do I get to that place where I feel I can help the person? And I tell you, it's not just in coaching, it's in anything you do that is new. You'll be challenged to step up your belief that you're enough. that you're not defined by other people and the expectations of other people. You are enough. And I see the coaches that become really, really great transformational coaches are coaches that give themselves permission. Because if you're waiting for other people to give you permission to be enough, they won't. People are feeding from your energy of not being enough. They can use you. Anyone can use you to wipe their mud. And so when we empower coaches to feel enough, to feel complete, that coach can help anyone. That coach can reach anyone, no matter what darkness is covering them. And it's the same thing for you. You don't need to be a coach. All of us, we are poisoned by the lack of awareness of the fact that you are enough, that your wounds don't define you. The dust of your upbringing doesn't define you. If money is covered by dust and you blow the dust away, you still have the value of money. It doesn't define, oh, this one was dusty. This 100 bob was dusty, so please make it 90. Let's make it 85. The dust was too much. No, the value is the same. It doesn't matter where you picked it. You could have picked it on the mud, on the dust, on the soil. Some of the money you're carrying, you don't know where it was picked, but the value is the same. It's the same value, the one that was freshly printed right now. The value doesn't change. So no matter what mud you've gone through, no matter what the world has dusted you and people have claimed your very soul, it's still priceless. Doesn't matter the kind of attack you've gone through, the kind of poison that has been thrown to you, you're still the same value. You're priceless. You're priceless. And you're the only one that can determine whether you deserve that definition of being priceless or not the world. The world will mirror to you what you believe you are, the profession of your faith. We will mirror it to you and treat you the way you. So if you tell the world energetically, some of these messages are communicated energetically. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's like when we are meeting each other, we are making a request. Treat me like this. I am a slave. Treat me like a slave. Wipe yourself with me. Pick me up. Wipe your mud. We are making a request by the consciousness of who we are, because you cannot lie to the world. You can lie to yourself. You know who you are. The vibe you bring in your relationship. The vibe you bring in your meeting. The corner you take, the dark corner, you're telling people something. That's why I want you to shine. I want you to come out shining. Have no apology about your light. Don't dim your light because other people feel shy and they feel small around you. No. Your story is your story. Forget about other people. This is your story. This is your story. Don't look at other people to decide, who you are. Look within you. Look within you. Find that completeness, the enoughness, and profess it. I am enough. I am complete. I am that I am. So God, where did this come from? God spoke to Moses, and Moses is trying to understand, the divinity of God, and ask, who is this that is sending me? And God is like, I am that I am. Whatever it is that is before you, I am that. Whatever it is that you desire, I am that. So if you desire joy, I am that. I am joy. I am peace. I am freedom. I am that. I am. So we are resisting the breakthrough, divinity part of us, because all of us have that divinity part of us. There's none of us that doesn't have the peace of God in us. The spirit inside of you is the I am that is creating whatever it is that you decide. But then this is what God did, gave you free will, because there's that God part of you. Now decide who you want to be. Whatever you want to be, is you can decide to be anything, whatever you decide. And someone decides to be nothing. With that, given everything, decide to be anything, and you decide, I'm nothing. I am my pain. I am this. It's because we don't believe in the presence. Number one, the presence of that part of us that is God, the presence of God within us, and the awareness that we are not just passing clouds. There's a purpose within us. And everywhere you step in, you're making a statement. Make a good one. Make a good statement. I am that I am. Whatever it is that you're seeking, abundance, I am that. I am abundance. I am peace. I am joy. And then imagine yourself, believe you're there, because a belief is a feeling of certainty about your profession. Do you feel certain that you are enough? Or do you say, you just say it? It's a word you just say. By the way, just saying it has a vibrational frequency, but believing it has the highest vibrational frequency. A belief means there's emotional engagement to what you're saying. You're not just saying, I'm enough. You're feeling it in your gut. You're feeling it in your heart. I am that I am. The peace you're seeking is possible. You are that. I am that. I cannot make that profession for you, but you can make it for yourself. It's a decision. You make it. Now, I find people taking pride in defining themselves as poor, defining themselves as weak. In fact, people gather to declare to each other how weak they are. You don't know how weak I am. You don't know, hey, I'm bad. I'm this, I'm that. No, don't get in such committees. Fire them. Get to a place and get people around you that make the same profession as you, that are aligned to your frequency. Human beings are so interesting. Let me tell you why. We are the average of our peers. We are the average representation of the expectations of our peers. And so if you're surrounded by people who have no expectation on you, you just say, hey, I am poor, I'm silly, I'm stupid. Yeah, you are stupid. And these people, they don't raise your game. They don't raise your vibration. You want to be with people that will look at you and say, wow. And when did you decide that this is who you are? When did you make that decision? They help you raise your game to the place where they are, because I can't help you to raise your game to the place of not being. I can only help you to raise your game to the place you are. So if you imagine this situation, you step on a chair and all your 6 friends are down. There are people they are down. You're looking down on them like this because they are lower than you in vibration. What happens if do you pull them up or do they pull you down? Which one is easier? Of course, they'll pull you down. They'll pull you down. So you're looking for a situation where people inspire you. Don't negotiate on your vibration. Have no negotiation committees on your vibration. Get into, circles. Decide who is your influence. Bring them. Be the one to seek them. Influencers don't seek people that want to be influenced. It's you to seek the influencers and get 3-4 people that have very high peak vibration and spend as much time with them. Even making a call to that person has a vibrational frequency, can raise your frequency. You just feel, there are people, you call them, you just feel better. There are people, you see them calling, your frequency is drained. Yani is like, umekamuliwa. Everything is gone and you just feel empty. Now those people, you want to say a good prayer of blessing, let them go. You don't want to spend a lot of time with them. Minimize the time you spend with drainers. They are drainers. They are people empty you. They're blood suckers. They suck the blood out of you. No, protect your energy. Once you build yourself, learn to protect your energy. Guard your heart. That's the Bible says, Proverbs. Guard your heart with all your strength. Because if you have these people that, come and put a little poison in your coffee every morning and they're smiling at you and putting a little poison in your coffee, very soon you'll be dead. They will kill you dead, I tell you. And it's you that made that decision, consciously or unconsciously. And so the decision I would like you to make right now is a decision to be the captain of your ship. Decide that from this moment, I might have come, lived other people's story. From this moment, I live my life by my own terms, and this is my story. Write it down. Write it down. My story is I am abundant. It doesn't matter where I was born and how wealthy my father was or my family was. I make this decision, conscious decision, that I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am lit. I am totally lit. Yeah, put it there. I am the light of the world. I am strong. I am, I am complete. You make that every one of these words as a vibrational frequency. The more you say it, now, the more you say it internally, the more powerful, because the most believable voice, it's your inner voice. The one you say when you're alone. What are you telling yourself? And so live from the place of I am. Make that a practical daily call to decide who you are. And the world will make way for you. Make way for you. A friend just told, I am. Friend told me the other day, I am the goddess of peace. I'm like, wow, that's powerful. I am a goddess of peace. I am a goddess of love. I am that I am. Decide. And you're creating your destiny. Goodbye.